Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's a pleasure to have you guys back here today. And if you notice, right, I have changed the name of my YouTube channel from Oreoluwaa with a single A to Oreoluwaa with a double A. And I'm doing that because I realized that there's someone else with a YouTube channel with the same name, and she opened her own channel, I think maybe a while before mine. I can't remember when exactly, but she has opened it since, and I just didn't want any issues. So I decided to put another A in front of my own Oreoluwaa. Doesn't mean anything serious, it's just another A in front of my name. So my official YouTube name is Oreoluwaa with a double A. Okay, so today we're doing a story time. Story. I'm sure you said story and I said the story. So today I'm going to be talking about one incident that happened when I was in my secondary school. Guys, I was body shamed. Alright, so this story that I'm going to be saying today happened when I was in secondary school. Before then, I was living my life like a normal girl. I would wear whatever I wanted to. I would go wherever I want. I wasn't shy about anything. I wasn't feeling any way about anything in particular. So this day, I was in my class. I think it was SS2. And you know how we have some quiet people in the class, and we have some bad boys that even the teachers knew that no, these ones, they're like the troublemakers of the class, like the most notorious people in the class. So this one of the notorious guys, me, I was just like a quiet girl in class. I hardly said anything aside my maybe answer questions in class. Even to answer questions if I was very shy. And then I'll just hang out with my friends after class. I just had like 3. So this very day, there was a teacher in class. We were sitting, everybody was just sitting on their seat. So somebody got up, one of those notorious guys in the class. He got up from his seat, went to the front of the class, and he was now drawing something. People were like, I don't want to mention his name. People were like, guy, what are you drawing? What are you doing? So me too, it caught my attention because I felt this must be something interesting. You know, they used to crack jokes and just say all those funny things. So I thought this must be very interesting. Me, I was now watching now, like, what's happening. I was able to smiling until I realized, guys, that this guy was drawing something on my body. He was drawing my legs. He was drawing my legs, guys. He was drawing my legs, like he drew a part of my leg, and he wrote that this person has yam leg. And the whole class started laughing. I'm like, who is this person that I was trying to draw? And I pointed to me, and the whole class was laughing. At that moment, guys, I wanted to enter the ground. Like, because of how shy I've always been, I just wanted to enter the ground. I'm like, no, what is this guy doing? And people just laughed about it and forgot about it. As far as I'm concerned, like, it just did not make any meaning to them anymore. It was just something to jest about, and that was all. But ever since then, guys, that incident was the beginning of how I started feeling very insecure about my legs. And I started feeling, oh, my legs are too big, they are yam legs. I didn't want to wear anything that would reveal my legs. So from then on, and it was at that time, my grandma sent some skirts for me from Kano, and the skirts were long, like long, touching the ground skirts. So when I'm not in my school uniform, that was my go-to skirt. I started wearing that long skirt with all joy. I would wear any top I want to wear, but I would wear that long skirt. And they were like, I think 2 or 3. So I just kept on interchanging and wearing those skirts because I started feeling like my legs were bad, my legs were terrible, and that was the beginning of the insecurity. So this continued for like 4 5 years of my life. And even when I wear knee-length skirts, I will still be feeling like, oh, this person is looking at my leg. Oh, this person. I won't want to walk in front of people. I like to stay at the back so that you don't like pay attention to my full legs. I don't know, I just started feeling very somehow about it. Even when I entered university, it was still like that until I think we're in fellowship one day and somebody was like, you can pray to God about anything, pray to God about anything. Then it now occurred to me that I can tell God I want to stop feeling terrible about my legs. And I just started telling God that I didn't want to feel like that. Like it was God that made me. Like God made me. So why should I feel terrible about what God has made? So I was praying about it, and then I spoke to somebody. She was like a senior sister in church, and then she started telling me that I shouldn't feel somehow about what God has made, because when God said, if you read the book of Genesis, he said when God made everything, he said it was good. I mean, like when God made Oreoluwaa, he said she was good. When God made you, he said you were good. When God made every single thing about you, he said you are good. So she told me to just read and just study the Bible, like that is the perfect mirror to my life. That is the perfect image to my life, not what somebody said. And then it occurred to me that all of this insecurity started when I was in class and somebody just said something about my leg. And I just started feeling somehow about it. Because of what one person said, I started feeling somehow about it. Are you trying to tell God that he did not know what he was doing when he made you like that? Are you trying to tell God that he doesn't know how to create a human? God said what he has done is perfect, and leave it like that. So what one person said should not be the standard that I will use to judge my life and to decide whether I am beautiful or whether my leg is somehow or not. Not just for me, right? Because I know this applies to a lot of people, that because of what somebody has said, because of how somebody has spoken to you, you feel very insecure about something. It could be maybe your legs. Your leg might not be like mine that is full. Yes, I call my leg full legs now. I don't say I have yam legs because I don't have yam legs. I just have full legs and they're perfect. Someone else can have, maybe you have a bow leg, or you have maybe pimples on your face, and because of how somebody talks to you, you just started developing some insecurities about this. Some people, it's just that they feel like their nose is too big, and some people feel like, oh, they are too fat. It's as simple as how you talk. Is that it goes to, I feel like every form of insecurity stems from what somebody has said concerning you or what somebody thinks about you. You don't necessarily develop an insecurity by yourself. You don't necessarily develop an insecurity internally. Most times insecurities are like, they come from external forces but they come from people outside telling you what they think should be right, or because people have an idea of a perfect model. They think that you have to be light skinned, you have to be in a certain way, you have to be slim, you have to be blah 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 and blah blah blah. People have the idea of what they think is perfect, but I've realized that all those things are external. When God made every single one of us, he said that we are perfect. We are perfect, whether you are dark. How many of you know whether Adam was dark or Eve was light skinned or Eve was a plumpy lady and she didn't have a flat stomach? But all of these people God created, and all of us God created. So all of our insecurities are most times developed externally. So back to the story. So I decided to shove it off my mind and care less about what somebody said, because you are never superior to my God. What somebody says can never be superior to what my God is saying. So I kind of like, I didn't put so much attention to what people were saying about me. I wore whatever I wanted to wear regardless. and one day, guys, so I was in another class, but this time I was in university. I was in class and somebody was like, oh God, that her legs are too tiny, that she wanted her legs to be fuller. I'm like, come and take. God has blessed me. Like, I have excess, come and take. I have the full legs. So I realized that somebody wanted what I had. Do you understand? So at that point, it's kind of like boosted my morale. I'm like, But first of all, I had prayed to God about it and I had spoken to people about it. And somebody else was here telling me that they liked what I had. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, I can't give you, even though I have in excess. And since that moment, from that time on, like, everything of feeling insecure about my legs was never a thing in my life. I can gladly say that I beat that insecurity. Some people are insecure about a lot of things. Whatever it is that you're insecure about, I believe that you can actually beat it, and you need to constantly look at the perfect mirror of your life, which is the Word of God. The Word of God is your perfect mirror, not whatever somebody's saying, not what people think about you, or the perfect. When you see a model on TV, most times they hardly use someone that their nose is not pointed, or nobody with bright eyes. Even if your eyes are bright safe, some people will still, because they want you to be picture perfect, they will edit the eyes, and that's photographers. So I'm just trying to say that there's an ideal image that people try to portray. Meanwhile, God has already made you perfect from the get-go. So embrace all that God has given you and love it intentionally. Love what God has given you intentionally and be happy in yourself. So this story in the Bible where God was sending Moses to the people to go and rescue the Israelites from the hand of Pharaoh. Moses' excuse to God was that, God, what if they don't listen to me? I'm a stammerer. Like, Moses had a lot of things to feel insecure about. He was a stammerer, he was left-handed, So he was, when he finished mentioning all those things, God was like, oh, okay, so let's talk about how we're going to go and meet Pharaoh. And God just continued straight to business. Because to God, that is not a deformity. It's not a problem. It's not a... Medicine can have a name about it. To God, whatever he has made is perfect. So I hope this video helps somebody that is feeling secure about yourself. And this was just my story and I decided to share. So love yourself, embrace yourself, because you are the perfect image of a perfect God. So stay encouraged and love yourself. Do well to share this video. If you watch till the end, just subscribe. I'm waiting for you to hit that subscribe button. Do also watch my other videos. See you in the next one. Bye.